I ask myself, why would somebody want to watch me trace circles in the air so much, you know? One of my friends, she was telling me, like, aren't you just doing this? And it's like, yeah, it kind of hits the nail on the head, you know? But there's so much to it. You know, it's funny, it's ever since one of my videos got 3.5 million views, it's been hard to make videos. I am way too concerned about what people are thinking, that people are watching these videos that I'm making, not just me, you know? But, you know, I like to think that didn't happen by accident. I like to think that people want to watch me trace circles in the air with weird geometric props, because I have a vision that I want to create a reality. I want to, I have this incredible project that I'm working on right now. It's called Symmetry in Motion. What I want to do is I want to develop new props to explore new movements, new patterns, to create as many weird illusion tricks as possible. What's really funny is this can actually be as wonky as you want it to be. You're not really going to see it that much in this flat plane. So all that really matters is that you can get consistency. If you can balance that wonky movement, then you will be just fine with this prop. In fact, it's all about being able to connect with the weight of it as it rolls over your middle finger. The more sensitive that you can become to that movement, that weight, the easier that this becomes and the more fluid your movements can be. It's really amazing to me how much of prop design is simply a result of circumstance. For instance, the moon, this prop, was created because of the extra space and material that was available when a closed circle was made. And interestingly enough, they happen to work really well together for that reason. But also, moons can create a lot of very unique effects that you can't really create with other props. These are called eye rings. They're called, everybody notices the football shape, but you know, when I saw this, I thought it looked really psychedelic, and I was like, ooh, what if it was like an eye shape, you know? I don't like football. Here's what it looks like with an isolation. And you can isolate any part of these, actually. You can isolate the space between the eye and the 8 ring. You can trace the corner of the eye. One of my favorite moves with eye rings is an anti-spin versus an isolation. It looks like this. And a great way to transform this kaleidoscopic movement is to do a double isolation. You see where my hand is? That's exactly in the center of the big ring. And that means that when I finger spin this prop, it creates this illusion that the big ring is floating. You know, it isolates the big ring. This prop transforms a fingerspin into an isolation. And I think that's really unique and interesting compared to 8 rings. And then when we create an isolation of the little ring, it creates this very big effect. We can even do it upwards or downwards. Another really nice effect is when you combine a fingerspin with an isolation. That's 2 different isolation effects. Together, they create this. And I was thinking about this today because it reminds me a lot of the eclipse. How the circles come apart and then come together just for a brief second before they separate again. What's cool about this move too is that you can perform a few variations of it. If you just do 180-degree movements, you can switch which hand is doing the isolation. Yeah,